Welcome to this third Railcam tutorial video. The first two videos I've explained how to sign up to the site and how to use the cams and the chat menus. A large part of what makes up Railcam is our signalling diagrams. They're quite complex. Well, they're not. There's a lot of information contained within the signalling diagrams. There's quite a lot to go through. So let's have a look to try and show you how to use them. So we'll click on diagrams. Well, there's various different ways that you can actually choose which signalling diagram that you want to use. Probably the most common way is to use this menu. So say you want to choose Preston, North West England. Click on Preston. And then this gives up the diagram for the Preston area. As you can see, there's all these live trains with the head codes illustrated in the signalling berths. Now, if you wanted to bring up the schedule of a particular train, just click on the head code. We'll click on 1S66. And that brings up the schedule for that train. Let's close that. There's various options that you can use here. If you wanted to follow a particular train, you've got this follow head code panel option. So you click on that, and then click on this disable button to allow that. 1S66 select again. You can see the trails are on, you can turn them off, you can turn them on. So that's not highlighted 1S66. You can choose, as you can see it's cleared that berth and we're now into the next berth. And you can leave that running. That is really useful if you want to follow a train through a particular complex location. Let's have a look at Clapham Junction, for instance. So this time I'm going to use this option. So I'm going to scroll down to find Clapham Junction. Clapham Junction. So click on Find Diagram. So we have London Victoria, Clapham Junction. Let's choose 2J41. So scroll back to the top of the screen. Click on that to show. Enable 2J41. Trails are set to be on. Whilst that's populating, you can see these also display the signal aspects. You can turn that on or you can turn it off. So we'll leave that on. You can also opt to have berth alarms. So let's turn berth alarms on. So 2J41 is going to move into this berth next, 0163. So click on 0163. I can just set that. I can close that. So as that train's moved into that berth, you get the alarm. Really useful if you're busy. So we're going to try that again. 6024. I'm not sure where that's going. So let's enable that 6024. Now we should get the route that 6024 is taking. There you go, it's moved onto this this berth here, the platform 4 at Balham. Let's just see what 6024 actually is. So it's a DB working from Acton Terminal to Newhaven. Close that. Actually, before I close that, I can show you something else. All of these locations are clickable as well. So if you want to pick, let's go for Clapham Junction again. Click on there, and that brings up the full list of schedules for that location. You can see some of these trains have the allocations added as well. So I'm assuming that 6024 has gone to Streatham Hill. There we are. So we've got a green light. Let's have a look at a different station. Go back to the Preston diagram. So the signal aspects are on. I'll stress now that signal aspect data isn't available for every single diagram. So whilst back on the Preston diagram, we can see one is 66. So we've got the full trail here as it's moved through the berths. Okay, another feature we have, again, doesn't work on all diagrams. 1B34 is set to depart Blackpool at 15:22, and we now have the route indication showing which way which lines it's going to be taking. Quite useful in some locations if you are wanting to photograph something. So you can also look for your train by searching for the Headguard. So again, let's put 6024 back in there, find diagram. So this actually shows you all of the diagrams that train is going to be moving through or has moved through. Let's look at South East London. Okay, so it's not actually shown on this diagram just yet. We'll try South London. There we are, 6024. So here we have our crew diagram. Go back to the top of the screen. Signal aspects are on, berth alarms off, so turn it on, follow Headguard panel, label that. So look at 4L18, enter 4L18 in there. So we should now get the trail of 4L18, which is 66742, Trafford Park, the Felix store. It's due to leave Basford Hall at 15:33. Again, if I click on the location, true, we have a full schedule of trains that are due to pass through Crewe Station. Some of these have the numbers allocated through our Railcam crowdsourcing scheme. You can change this background. You can have it on white, which is the printable version, or you can have it standard, which is the black version. We'll have a look at these options in the next video. We have almost every part of the country. I think we do have every part of the country covered now in these diagrams. Here's London Euston. So we've got two headcords in the same platform. 1A36 is the incoming working and 1H70 is the outbound working. 1A36 goes to Manchester Piccadilly to Euston, arriving at platform 15. 1H70 London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly, departing from platform 15. So again, we can follow some of these trains as they pass through the berths. Let's try 4M87. Enable that. So that's highlighted that particular train. Again, we can have a look, see what it actually is. There's the Felix store, the Trafford Park Freightliner. So that's cleared that berth already, and it's now moved into the next berth. So we've got to set a berth alarm. But berth alarms are turned on. So if we move on to this next berth, click on set. You can also click on repeat in case you miss it. So that will then make a sound when that train enters that berth. You can do it for the same for 9M53. We'll set a berth alarm there. This time we'll go for a whistle. Set. Repeat. We can close that. This is really useful if you're waiting to watch a particular train approaching the camera. You might have, I don't know, you want to make a cup of tea or something. So we've got the camera, there we go, we've got the camera at Watford and we just got the horn to tell us that that train has entered that berth. So that train will be passing that Watford camera probably right now. It'll keep repeating until you stop it. So I'll just turn it off. As you can see, we've got the full trail of berths that train's now passed through. We've tried to arrange them geographically, so we'll have all the North West England and West Coast Main Line together. We've got the East England and East Coast Main Line together. Scotland's all together. Wales is all together. If you're not quite sure which diagram that you need, again, just search for location. That's the end of this welcome tutorial video on how to use our diagrams. I hope it's been somewhat useful. The best way is just to delve in there and have a good look around. If you want to ask any specific questions, just ask in the comments below, or you can email us at contact@railcam.uk. On the next video I'm going to discuss how to use the Railcam data menu. We have briefly touched on that, but there's quite a bit more information that we can go into to show you how to use it properly. Okay, I'll see you next time.